Vanessa Mishania joining us live now with our top story tonight. Vanessa.
Joyce, good evening. After we thought it was going to happen this weekend, check it out. The barriers at 10th and Pine have been removed. Now, this is not every barrier in the CHOP zone, but this is just the beginning. And protesters actually have mixed feelings about the removal of the concrete barriers. But as far as the city's plan, this move does not make it any more clear.
The CHOP zone is changing, its footprint shrinking. In a move promised days ago and under the eye of officers, SDOT bulldozers took away only the concrete barriers at 10th and Pine Tuesday morning.
Hopefully, as we do these incremental steps, that we'll have a good, safe outcome.
Police are hopeful this will be the first step towards normalcy. Some protesters hope it's a move that makes their message stronger.
For days now, they've been saying that they were no longer going to defend the park. They were no longer going to defend the playfield or 10th Avenue at all.
Omari Salisbury is a journalist at Converge Media and has been on the ground at CHOP since the beginning, live streaming for hours every day. He says while the crowds at CHOP may have dwindled, those who remain are more committed to the movement, and a smaller area means more control.
Because you're basically saying, hey, white supremacists, drive right up into CHOP and kill somebody.
But not every protester agrees. There's not one organization in charge, but for the folks who've been here day in and day out, one thing is clear: more or less barriers, they plan on staying.
This is a very wide and diverse group of people that are out here. They just happen to be at the East Precinct, and they all know that they want to stay there as long as it takes to meet whatever their specific demand is.
I can't telegraph or tell you the specific plans yet. In all honesty, we just have to work through that piece of it.
But what's not as clear, SPD's next move.
We don't know how decisions are being made. We don't know who made the decision to abandon the East Precinct.
Bob Scales is a former King County prosecutor and public safety policy advisor for Seattle. He's also the CEO of Police Strategies. He says the fact that SPD is not revealing their timeline of moving back into the East Precinct is a disservice.
But what we've seen is this deafening silence from City Hall and from the police department. This isn't some secret operation. They need to let the protesters and the public, and particularly the neighbors and businesses, know what the plan is.
Where do you believe the movement goes from here?
$1 million question.
While a timeline for taking more barriers down is yet to be seen, hope for the best outcome is on the minds of everyone.
Whatever the resolution is here, I hope that it puts our city of Seattle in a totally different trajectory for us to reach these goals that we aspire to be.
Something else that happened today, a temporary closure of Cal Anderson Park. It closed at noon for damage assessment and waste pickup from the previous weeks of protesting, says the city. I did reach out to get a little more clarification on that and even whether or not the park is still open, but they haven't got back to me. And as far as when police or SDOT will be back here at the CHOP to remove the rest of the barriers or remove even just some of the barriers more, that remains to be unclear as well. Live on Capitol Hill tonight, Vanessa Mishania, King 5 News.